Welcome to another episode of Conversations One-on-One. Today, we want to ask the question, is social media ruining relationships? Are you waking up in the middle of the night looking at them thoughts, trying to keep it hot? Are you not paying your significant other attention because of what I previously mentioned? Let's get into it. So, social media can destroy relationships. I would say it's a form of emotional cheating, especially if you're trying to drop off in somebody's DMs. And if your significant other doesn't know you dropping off in somebody's DMs and you don't want them to know you dropping off in somebody's DMs, that means you know you're doing something you ain't supposed to be doing. So, hey, yeah. Don't get caught up don't fall in love with your phone. That's all I'm saying. Do not fall in love with your phone.
Yeah, because when you go to see what it is that you fell in love with and it's not on the phone, you'll see that you've been catfished. Yeah. I heard in church one time during a sermon that the grass is greener on the other side until you see the septic shit that's feeding that green grass.
Hey, y'all better, they doing all kind of type of stuff to their body, making it look good, but I don't know if y'all ever seen I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker, but when it get time to go, when it's time for it to go down, all kind of stuff gonna be coming off. For real, you're gonna be left with a skeleton or a shell of what you thought you saw. But I think what it is a lot of people get caught up in these devices. You know, it's easy to swipe on your screen. It takes no effort, minimal communication. I mean, you can communicate by liking and, sending a message or whatever, but there's not the full interaction as if you were in person having a conversation and the person has to read your body language and you have to articulate yourself on the spot. You can type up your message, edit it, send GIFs, and emoji and the eggplant and with the tongue and all that kind of type of stuff. That's easy. I mean, toddlers can do it and they do it. So people get caught up in the instant gratification of it. And they get caught up in these women showing themselves, twerking on Instagram and all of that. And you have to ask yourself, is that what you really want? Let's say you do just happen to get with one of them. Do you think they're going to stop twerking on Instagram? They was twerking on Instagram when you met them. So that's something to think about. Is that what you really want? Do you really want to sacrifice your relationship that you've been in for X amount of years for something that's on Instagram that's more than likely not even worth what you thought it was, what was going on in your fantasy world? So just be mindful of that. I feel like social media should be regulated.
Regulated how?
If you're in a serious relationship and you wake up in the morning, I don't think the first thing you do should be to get on social media. And I don't think the last thing you do during the day should be to get on social media, because if your partner is right there, why not give that attention to your partner instead of giving it to social media? And that's one way that can ruin relationships, because instead of talking to your partner that may be sitting right there beside you, you on the phone looking at Thought City. You know what I'm saying? You looking at other females, and you don't even have to be looking at other females. You could just be looking at the content on social media and not paying your partner any type of attention. How do you think your partner will feel about that?
Inadequate.
Exactly. Not only that, both of y'all could be on social media. Both of y'all could not be talking about nothing and just be caught up in your phone. And then what type of relationship is that? You can be by yourself and scroll through social media all day long, you know. But maybe that's the type of relationship some people want to have, where there's minimal communication physically, or, you know, when you're in the presence of that person, y'all are on social media all the time. You know, that's a fantasy world.
And I would feel inadequate if all my partner did was stay on social media and gave me no attention. I mean, I would act like it didn't bother me, but I know it would bother me in some fashion, you know. So yeah, it does bother your partner when you're on social media 24/7, and it makes us feel like we have to look like those women that's fake.
What if you're with someone who constantly has to post on social media? Now, I'm not talking about regular posting. Let's say you're a man and you're with a woman who always posting herself shaking her ass on social media. Or let's say you're a woman and you're with a man who always has to post himself on there, shirt off and all of that type of stuff. To me, what that really is saying is they're trying to get attention. Now, it could be you're not giving them enough attention, or you could be giving them enough attention. It's just that they want that other attention, or they could be for the streets.
Well, I have something to say. I have this to say. Ladies, if you're not getting that attention from your man, and your man stays on social media 24/7 looking at these other females out there, do yourself a favor and end that relationship. You want to be on someone that is focused on you. You know your self-worth. You need to show yourself that self-love and stop settling for anything less that you deserve. So if you're with that type of guy, get out of that relationship, because it's only going to harm your self-esteem and your self-worth. You're more valuable than that. You need somebody to focus on you.
I agree. That can definitely ruin a relationship. Focusing on what you see on social media that you think is just all the best, and not focusing on what you have at home. I mean, come on. Let's be real. Or let's be fake. It seems like that's what the world is kind of going toward nowadays. Fakeness. Let me ask y'all this. Would y'all rather have a real flat ass or a fake big round ass?
I have a real fat ass. I have a real fat ass.
We not talking about you, though.
Okay.
I'm just talking about, you know.
You talking to the men?
I'm talking to the men.
Okay. Men?
You want something that's going to bust? Or you want something you can trust? Yeah, but no, don't end your relationship over this phone. This phone is a digital device. It's nothing. It's nothing. You don't know these people on the other end. I mean, you can try to get to know them, but I'm sure the relationship you're in is more valuable than what you're trying to look at on social media.
Yes.
So, you know, just have some discipline and control. Try some things like setting time aside for you and your partner to spend time together, communicate.
Yes. I think that you should know your value and know that you are more valuable than a back turned to you at night and someone is strolling on their phone. Or you're in a restaurant and you're sitting there having dinner by yourself while someone is strolling on the phone. Just know your value and know your worth, and that you are worth more than the other person on the end of that phone.
Exactly. So, hey, this has been another episode of Conversations One-on-One. Check out one of the other videos that we have. You know, you may find something that you'll like, something else that we're talking about, because we talk about a vast array of topics. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Like and subscribe.